Mystery Splash Pad. That's right. Only Loki knows what lies inside. We welcome your comments in the radio to be enjoyable and listening free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, along with your issue and seek location to 55555. A member of our relations team will respond immediately. Folks, don't forget to come out and get your calendar day. What better way to pass the year? The visitors are going to make the halftime.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who is out for the evening.
And it feels really early to be already missing players from the lineup. How these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Harden and Bogdanovich are the guards. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And for Boston, at the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Ellis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. How much tinkering do you think coaches are still doing at this point in the season, Stan?
Well, plenty, believe me. Even if you're undefeated, there's always room for improvement, and now is when you want to start to make those adjustments.
Now Bogdanovich. Leonard outside. To the right side, and here's Collins for 3. Outside Bogdanovich. On target from range.
It's a go-to shot for Bogdanovich. He's so confident pulling the trigger.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla's a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Now here's Harden. His last outing, he had 18 points. There's the triple, and it's Bogdanovich that time on the assist by Harden. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
This is Bogdanovich's game. Catch, shoot, score.
And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
The 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Now here's Tatum. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Collins outside. And the 3 off target. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Ellis. Here's Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Ellis, good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. Leonard outside. Back to Harden from downtown. Ellis with a rebound. Boston's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Ellis on the wing. This one for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Ellis has got his second basket of the game.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Celtics have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And that misses. That would have put him up. The The Clippers shooting 33% in the first quarter. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Up top, Ellis. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Superb use of length by Collins. Going straight up with all his reach to protect the rim.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. No one covering.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Pritchard surviving the D. With the fadeaway. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Harden. Three-pointer. Rebound Boston. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
And here's Harden. The three is up. And he can't get that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, it seems like the entire Western Conference looked to bolster their front courts last offseason, and the Clippers were no different. Between trading for John Collins and signing Brook Lopez, they have substantially fortified their front line with size and skill.
A heavy veteran roster. All right, Shams, thanks for the update.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Los Angeles shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Shireman's checked in for Boston. Outside Pritchard. Ellis outside. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Leonard passes to Collins. Ellis with a rebound. Ellis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Tatum from the arc. JT for 3.
Well, after struggling in the first period, he's turned it around. You can see the confidence growing.
Now here's Leonard. The 3. The offensive rebound. Zubac with a screen on Brown. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You expect Kawhi to take the shot, but he cleverly makes a pass.
Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Shireman from outside the arc. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Harden, defended by Pritchard. That one goes. Count it. Harden's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they've pulled out in front.
Here's Ellis. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
There's 37 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Zubac. Outside Harden. From deep. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Now, you know Harden wants to utterly own the arc. He just won't let threes go unanswered.
Here's Ellis. And the Celtics another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row. If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Leonard. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Takes a three. He can't hit that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's